Hello guys, this is Daze from the Frag Dolls, and I am here with Heroes of the Storm, and I'm going to have you introduce yourself and what do you do for the game?
Sure, I'm K.A.O. Milker. I'm a senior producer on Heroes of the Storm.
I'm Phil Gonzalez. I'm a senior character artist for the game.
All right, now Heroes of the Storm is still in technical alpha, and it is extremely exclusive, yet you guys opened it up to people to stream. Why did you do that, and what was your thought process behind it?
Sure, well, we wanted to take the game into wider testing and start bringing in the public. I mean, we knew that things have changed, right? Streaming is out there. You kind of can't get away from it. So I think we just knew from the beginning that it wasn't something we wanted to fight or kind of try to create roadblocks for. We pretty much just wanted to embrace it and say, you know what, it's out there. We're ready. We're doing this. Here you go. Go for it.
And I love that. Most developers actually don't allow you to stream in alpha, so I think this is extremely spectacular. Now, in what ways have players given you feedback from playing in alpha, and how have they affected the game?
We're getting tons of feedback, which is great, and that's actually a big part of why we're doing this, right? We really wanted to get out there early because we actually have a long way to go, and we actually have an opportunity to react to this feedback. So we're hearing from people directly. You know, we have our forums open. There's a closed forum where only people who have access to the alpha can post, and so we're getting a lot of input from people there. People like Dustin Browder, our game director, and myself are on there. We're having a two-way conversation with people, soliciting feedback, replying back to them. That's a huge source of information for us and is really fueling decisions that we make on a daily basis. In addition to that, we're getting a lot of data from their gameplay, right? Like we're actually watching what they're doing, seeing the behaviors, seeing what's happening in the game, and that's actually influencing changes that we're making to the game. Recently we made some balance changes to one of the maps, which is our Haunted Mines map, which is this kind of cool map where there's a below ground and an above ground section. You go down below ground and you're collecting all these skulls and you're trying to get this giant golem to get spawned. And what we were finding was that the balance was a little off on that, and players were kind of skipping the entire underground section and just staying up top and fighting mercenaries and using that to win. So we kind of made some tweaks recently in direct reaction to what we were seeing happening with players.
Now, speaking of the maps, you guys currently have 4 maps and each one have different objectives. Are you going to release any other maps?
Absolutely. So yeah, we have 4 battlegrounds right now. They're all a lot of fun. Each one is really unique, has unique objectives. Each one kind of changes the way you play the game, right? Not just the way you play with your heroes, but the way you react and interact with other heroes as well. We came into this kind of saying 4 maps, this is a lot, right? Like other games have 1 map, and that's kind of the norm, right? We're like, is this too many? We don't know. Very rapidly, once we were playing the game from home, we said, we want more maps. So battlegrounds, we want to make more. So we are working on more. We'll definitely keep adding them to the game. We're not sure how many or when, but that is absolutely on our radar. We want to have more fun.
So now with the 4 different maps, what aspects of the game are you actually trying to showcase with them?
The game's really built around Blizzard heroes, and it's about the unique and diversity of the abilities within each hero. So I think the maps are giving opportunities for the heroes to have different roles and actually get to flex them in unique ways. So every game and every battleground can be different, and different heroes have different strengths and weaknesses on each battleground as well. So I think we're providing a lot of opportunities. Kind of the hero is your tool and your weapon, and the battleground is kind of the canvas that you're going out there with them on. And I think each new battleground that we do, I think will provide more strategic opportunities for players and more ways to use their heroes in fun new ways that are different from what they might be used to in other games in the genre.
And now with the heroes, why did you guys choose the ones you did from other games, and what other new heroes do you have or have you announced here at the show?
Picking heroes, I think usually we all have this list, and there is still a list of heroes that are incoming too. But we definitely had this list of heroes that people wanted and felt were very distinct and represented the biggest range of abilities and personalities and visual identity that could really make heroes interesting on the way out. So that's definitely the decision making we go through every time we pick a new hero, and we think, you know, what are we missing? Do we need a character who's kind of reckless like Murky? Do we need something that's kind of aggressive and mean and scary like Zagara? And those are the way we choose heroes, and the new heroes moving forward, we're always looking like, what talents can these heroes have that make them distinct? What would really round out the roster? What are we missing? What could we use to really just get people on board again and again, seeing their favorite heroes beating the heck out of each other?
In this game, you guys did away from items. Can you tell me why you did that and how it affects the gameplay?
Sure. So one of our goals here is to get really unique heroes and have each one feel very distinct. We're trying not to get overlap on them, I mean, really much at all, if at all possible, right? So we have these really iconic Blizzard heroes, really iconic abilities, and when we wanted to try to bolster that even more, like how do we give you additional choices, additional customization options with each hero in a way that wasn't kind of genericized the way items are. Like an item shop is a ton of items that every hero can get, and they're all kind of little number tweaks, you know, and they're kind of designed that way deliberately so that everyone can use them. if we'd gone with something like that for Heroes of the Storm, we wouldn't be able to have some really good customization options for each hero that were tuned specifically for them. So, for example, a talent that we could do instead now, every hero has their own talent choices, and it's actually custom built just for them, specific to their abilities. They augment or change or add to their abilities. So that allows us to make really cool talents for every hero that make them play differently. Like as you're leveling up, you're choosing talents very strategically based on the maps that you're playing on, based on the heroes that you're playing against, and those things actually directly impact the way your hero plays, and again, catered specifically to them.
One of the nice things too about talents is it really gives the heroes a lot of a very distinct identity, is one way to put it, because when you fight that hero, you're like, okay, and man, he's leaping a lot more, he's throwing more hammers, like the talents really emphasize what they already have, and it makes everyone very identifiable. Whereas just base items and stuff would be like, well, I guess he's shooting 50% faster, and if someone's a melee character, like, what's he doing? I don't know. So this way, like, each hero becomes a lot more distinct and a lot more memorable, and we just emphasize those qualities even more with the talents.
Can you guys tell me when this game will come out into open beta? Because I know everybody is anticipating it.
It's an excellent question. There's no good way to answer that right now. What we're basically doing, we're in technical alpha, so this is a very small scale test. It's really about testing our servers and our infrastructure, our scalability. So we're bringing the public into that very slowly right now. As that progresses, that will kind of dictate what happens next. But right now, the only way to get into our technical alpha or any future alphas or betas for Heroes is to go to heroesofthestorm.com, click on the beta sign up button. That's the only way. There are no keys for this game. If you see people out there saying key giveaways, don't listen to it. Don't give them your information. It's a trick.
So don't do it, guys. Don't fall for it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Pixel with the Frag Dolls, and I am hanging out with two developers of Hearthstone.